Alright. Welcome back to Banished from the Hero Party Anime Review episode number 20. We're here reviewing the 25th episode of the series, which is also the final episode of season 2 of the show. Yep, the last one. The episode's called The Conclusion and the Start of a New Journey. This pretty much finishes happening from chapter 5 and goes through the entire epilogue. That's kind of basically what this episode is. So yeah, with this particular... I'll get to my final thoughts later on, but yeah, it's kind of weird how they adapt the season. So let's get started. We pick up left off last episode. We have Van and Red fighting each other, and of course we see Lavender in her chaos form fighting off against pretty much everybody else, including Ruti. Yes, even Ruti, Red's sister. Yep, and then it seems like, at one point, basically, the Bronze Sword, the Van, and Gideon are using, both breaking, and of course, Van tried to use the move that he used seen before, where he used Healing Hands, but he used reverse, where basically the hand goes to the opponent, and then he fires back at him, and beats him that way. And then he gets knocked out, wakes up, and then both him and Lavender are tied to a stump. Well, he's on top of a stump. She's basically tied to a water bubble. At the explains to them, basically he's able to... basically all about doubt and the fact that he basically suffers depression. And then apparently after basically going through this, he's freed. And then he apologizes to pretty much everybody. Like he apologizes to the Cardinal, who asked to rejoin the party. That's the door. And it seems like also everything is all smoothed over. Lavender, of course, gives Gideon a sapphire. And there's a good reason for that, because later on, not long right after that, he proposes to Rit. And Rit kind of wants to do the same thing. She accepts, and they're officially engaged. Finally. And then they have an engagement party. Yep, everybody's all there. And of course, they say it's a little bit longer for him. And that's the episode. Gotta admit, this actually was a really good episode. Nice way to end season 2. And, well, that's pretty much season nutshell. Final thoughts on season 2. Excuse me. I had thought that the first season only covered the first 4 books. And I think it was just about 13 episodes last season. And then I discovered rereading book 5 and discovered, no, it actually also parts after the start of book 5 for the end of the season. So here's what this season adapted in 12 episodes. They finished studying book 5. They went through book 6, but they didn't finish that. They basically stopped at the second last chapter of the book. And then they went straight to book 8 for some reason. That book 8, book 9. Skipping over book 7 for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that for, but they did. But hopefully when they do a season 3, studio who makes a series, could you please finish adapting book 6 and that book 7? Why the heck would you skip book 7 for? It makes no sense at all. I don't know. Maybe they want to rush the story, but hopefully do that and then do book 10. Okay. Those of you who are curious, about this. So, how many books overall have been released? Now, the most recent book I read for this series was book number 11. Yes, 11 for the series. And they have officially released 13 books. Actually, no. Next month they release the 14th book. And book 12 does not release here in this country until September. I actually think last book was like book 10, I think it was. Yeah, book 10 was the last one. Yeah, book 10 was the last one. Yeah, book 10. So basically, I had read the most recent book released back in January. So next book is actually going to be released next month. Which is kind of weird because it's like, in Japan, they released book 14 there, and here it's released book 11. Yes. And yes, it's a manga. And this month they're going to release book 7 out of 12. Yes. So, this season itself was really good. I do enjoy the season per se. The some of the new characters they have here. Well, the character Van is voiced by Kimona Lidwin. Lavender is voiced by Marcy Ann Johnson. Those are the two new characters that we have for this particular season. I do enjoy the season, what it is. Mm-hmm. And can you believe that I had originally reviewed the anime back in like 2021 because I had just started the anime and then I caught up with it pretty quickly. So, and for some reason, not sure why, Season 2 switched studios. Yes, actually no, it's still the same studio. Studio Feld. They co-did Season 1 with Wolfsbane. And then for Season 2, it's like by itself. It's like the only it's like this only was technically the second anime they worked on, but it's the only one they got a Season 2 out of it. Yeah, the other ones they haven't released Season 4 yet. I have not heard anything of, in fact, if they can release a Season 3. But would I like to see a Season 3? Yes. Yes, definitely. I personally would love it. Because still plenty of story to adapt, so you can get maybe one more season out of this. Yeah, so that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up, Comic Corner. And then it's on to the brand new season, well, second quarter of the season, that being Mashuko Tensei Jobless Incarnation. That's next. Okay, next video. Bye.